Get ready for a big news from the Shiba Inu developers. A strategic plan made by one of the writers is going to change the way we use crypto. It's not just about going to the moon. It's an amazing trip that will help us learn more about digital assets. Wait until we get to the exciting parts that will keep you interested all the way to the end. You don't want to miss this great crypto news. Nota bene, Lucy, a marketing expert at Shiba Inu, recently said that one of the most important parts of the ecosystem will be easier to use after the next Shiba Inu update. Improving the Shiba Inu environment all the time is the most important thing that can be done to keep it relevant, competitive, and appealing in the ever-changing world of cryptocurrencies. In the Bitcoin space, new technologies are always being added. Updating the Shiba Inu ecosystem on a regular basis makes sure that it stays in sync with the latest changes by adding new features and improvements. This ability to quickly adapt to new technologies is important for staying ahead in a field where new ideas are key to long-term success. Also, the Bitcoin market is very competitive, with many projects trying to get people's attention and money. Shiba Inu can set itself apart and show a commitment to ongoing growth by consistently upgrading. This not only brings in new investors, but it also keeps old ones interested by showing them that the project is changing to keep up with the demands of a changing market. Updating all the time is also important because users' needs are always changing. Upgrades make it possible for the Shiba Inu ecosystem to adapt to new user tastes and industry trends. This keeps it current and popular with the community. This ability to change is very important for keeping users interested and happy over time. Also, security is very important in the world of cryptocurrencies. When the Shiba Inu environment is updated regularly, security features can be improved, lowering the risks and weaknesses that might happen. This proactive method not only looks out for investors' best interests, but it also makes the project seem more trustworthy as a whole. When it comes to the Shiba Inu ecosystem, updates are especially important for fixing problems with scalability. As the number of users and transactions grows, scaling becomes very important for keeping the network running smoothly. The ecosystem can handle more users if it gets upgrades that focus on growth, keeping function at its best, and avoiding congestion. You might figure out that I'm talking about Shiba burns if you hang out for a while. It's very important to use the Shiba Inu burn method correctly if you want to raise the prices of tokens, as it plays a key role in the ecosystem. Since there are a lot of Shiba Inu tokens in circulation, about 500 trillion, their burn process can help reduce the supply, making them more scarce. A key factor that affects how investors see and demand tokens is how scarce they are, which could make token prices go up. The burn mechanism is very important for Shiba Inu to hit higher values like 1 penny, $1, or even more. Token scarcity, which is made possible by burning, makes buyers think that the token is worth more. This can make people feel like they need to act quickly and get the token before it's taken away, which could raise demand and, in turn, the market value of the token. The burn process is also closely linked to how investors feel and how confident they are. When investors see a clear and organized burn process, it can make them trust the idea. In the same way as the latest burns from the Shiba Inu developers, you may remember that they burned Shiba Inu worth more than $300,000 not long ago. This is just the beginning. This trust is very important for getting and keeping investors who might be more likely to join an ecosystem where tokenomics are actively handled to keep supply and demand in balance. Without the right way to burn, the chance of having too many tokens is very high. If there are too many tokens on the market, it will be hard to reach important price goals. In this case, Shiba Inu's market value could go above the GDP of some countries, which could make people worry about the long-term viability of the market and how it works. Yes, the burn is very important for Shiba Inu. But what is the update that the Shiba Inu development team is about to add? Let's find out. The goal is to make things work better and ease the stress on bone, an important part of Shibarium's gas system. And now things start to get interesting. You may remember that when Shibarium first came out 4 months ago, the team promised to burn 70 of the money made from petrol fees. Also, you should know this. Imagine that you want to send a friend a letter, but you can't just drop it in the mailbox for free. You have to pay a small fee to make sure it gets delivered. In the world of cryptocurrencies, this fee is like a petrol fee. When you make a trade on a blockchain in the digital world, just like when you send cryptocurrency, there are computer steps that need to be run to confirm and record the transaction. To do this, we need network tools and computing power. As a network member, you pay petrol fees to keep the network running. Thank the validators for using their computers to handle and confirm your transaction. So, think of petrol prices as the postage you put on your letter. The more complicated or important your letter deal is, the higher the postage gas fee you add to make sure the postal service can handle it quickly and easily. Blockchain is a network. You send a letter with too little postage or a petrol fee, it might not be handled at all or take too long to process. Basically, petrol fees help give network members a reason to process transactions on the blockchain first, which keeps the system safe and working well for everyone. There is a catch, though. The Shiba Inu developers said they would burn Shiba Inu tokens, but for some reason, they chose to use the Bone token as a gas fee token instead. Now you may be wondering, if the money they make is in bone pieces, how will they burn Shiba Inus? That is a good question. To explain it better, here is how it works. When people use Shibarium to make purchases, they have to pay petrol fees in bone coins. These petrol fees are sent to a certain address and add up to a pool of money. The Shiba Inu development team sells the bone tokens they've gathered to get cash. The team buys Shiba Inu tokens with the money they got. After that, the brand new Shiba Inu tokens are sent to a burn address, which takes them out of circulation for good. Are you not sure if it seems a little bit complicated? Personally, I believe it is. And this complicated method has a big That might not be fully true, even though it seems like the approach will work, even though it is complicated. There are a lot of problems with the chosen burn plan, mostly because it could change the value of bone tokens. As the Shiba Inu production team makes a lot of sales, when the value of bone tokens goes up to hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, it's clear that the market for these tokens is changing. The size of these deals could put a lot of pressure on the price of the bone token. Because there are so many sell-offs, there is a chance that the market will drop significantly, and the market can react quickly and strongly to such large deals. An important sale of bone tokens, especially ones that are so many, makes people worry about the possibility of a big drop in value. In addition, the effects go beyond the short-term change in price. Such heavy selling could possibly cause the market to react more broadly, leading investors to sell in a panic. In situations where prices change quickly, investors may respond by quickly selling their holdings, which can cause prices to fall even more. This effect of a lot of people selling, which could be made worse by fear, increases the risk by a large amount. Because of this, the market became unstable, and people who owned bone tokens lost faith in the system. This shows how complicated and difficult the chosen burn method is. In simple terms, this is how they are destroying one of the tokens in the Shiba Inu environment. That's not right. People don't like this method because it puts at risk the investments and trust of people who bought bone tokens and believe in the Shiba Inu development team. The bad things that might happen. Investors can lose money when things like a big drop in the value of bone tokens, because the team is selling a lot of them, can happen. People think that the Shiba Inu development team was not very good at what they were doing because what they did could hurt the assets and trust that investors had in the project. There could be financial consequences, which shows how important it is to be responsible and honest in order to keep the community's trust. That's exactly why the Shiba Inu development team is now thinking about how to improve the way they do things. This is what Lucy, who works in marketing for Shiba Inu, just shared. Until the update, Shiba Inu burns are done by hand. The announcement will be made so that you are aware. As Shibarium Discords and Telegram admin Davinci said, all Shiba burns will happen, but at a speed that is as slow as needed to keep bone pressure to a minimum or non-existent. If we work together, good things will happen for us. I wish all of you the best of luck God bless us all. The Shiba Inu development team just burned more than 33 billion Shiba Inu tokens, which is a lot of money. This is just the beginning. They still have more than $500,000 that they said they would burn. Because it's so important, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss my next video where I talk about this new burn plan in more depth. This video has now come to an end. If you like the video, please click like on this one. Also, don't forget to post a review. This really helps me understand how YouTube works. Also, please tell as many people as you can about this movie. Let people know about this news.